Hi icons, welcome back to my channel. It is kind of early in the morning for me, so I'm still waking up, but I have done part of my makeup routine. What I haven't gotten ready. Oh my god, can I just start all over? I feel like I'm rambling already. Hi icons, there you are again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy for you to be here. For today's video, I do have a product review, but it's also going to be part product review, part just a little clip of getting ready with me. You might have heard me in other videos mention this, about me joking about how I got 10 new blushes. Well, I did, and they did all come. Yay! I'm not going to be using all of them, obviously. I'm going to be using one, but this vlog, video, whatnot, this product review is going to be spliced in with all the different times that I do try and I use them for the first time. So I'll go over and explain them, but then I'll just use one today, because obviously I'm not mixing all 10 blushes for my event. No. So let's begin. I got Thrill. I'm probably gonna cut this part together to promote it and have that audio of add it to my cart, add it to my cart, because that's how I feel. Very pretty pink. I honestly don't know what blush I'm going to use today because I don't know what I'm wearing yet. This one's Exhibit A. If I recall, this is the whole reason that I got it. Yeah. I really wanted a red blush. I didn't have one, and now I do. This one is Amour. I don't know what I tried to do with that. Very pretty. Always a good neutral blush. This one is Behave. Very similar, but very different to the one I just showed you. At least that's what I said when I was reasoning which ones to get. Can you see the difference? I can. Then we have Torrid. Like a torrid affair. Pretty. This one's Infatuated. Also, not to be just a little naughty girl, but I love NARS because I love how everything's named. I'm just tee hee hee. I really want their liquid blush because I got it as a sample, but you know how samples are when they put it in the little package, then it gets all messy. We really need to think of a better way to send samples like that, but I feel like that's a gimmick, so they're oh, you're just going to want to buy it if you like it, because it got all messy, and then you're oh, fuck it, I'll just buy it. And that's where I am now. So I want to get their blush, their liquid blush Afterglow, but it's my friend's favorite Driver Era song. Sponsor, went to their concert. This one's Infatuated. Okay, a lot of these, I'm thinking of how my sister Katie would view these, and I think she's going to think these are all the same blush. But they're different, I promise you, they're different. Impassioned. Very pretty. Very pretty. Then probably the most related one to me, Dominant. Look at that! It's so pretty. Such a pretty blush. I did not even mean for this to happen. I swear to y'all. I swear on Goddess Brittany's life. I did not plan this. Obsession. And then lastly, as I was getting those, I was okay, in the cart, 9 blushes. And of course my video had to stop. So, I don't know how much you caught of that. So, had to get an organizer. In the little, I guess, product picture to be look, this is how the organizer actually works. It organizes blushes. Yeah, it does. It had some example blushes, and I was good, it can fit NARS. That's what I want to know. But it also had this blush called Frat Boy. And I was hold up, there's a blush called Frat Boy? If there's a blush called Frat Boy, Annie needs it. Because you see, there's a part of me, there is a separate personality of mine, an additional personality maybe I should say, that is Frat Boy Annie. That has been what my friends call it. And I am such a proud representation of that, because I call myself a frat star. Because I'm a star. And I like to think of myself as if Sharpay Evans was a frat boy. That's who I am. And I immediately looked up Frat Boy blush, and it came up. This one from The Balm Cosmetics, and they don't have this one anymore, so I had to purchase it off of another cosmetic site. So it's not from the exact site. However, I've looked into The Balm, and like, not gonna spoil it, I have used this a little bit. I'll open it. It's like, you're not gonna even tell that I used it, and I was like, I don't know, I feel kind of bad. However, I had to use it because I was like, I'm actually so curious how this works. And y'all, I'll still use it for this, like, this series. I'll still show you how, like, it works. But this one works so well. Like, I'm wanting to get a lot more of, like, The Balm Cosmetics, and maybe I do a separate video for that. However, like, this blush lasts so long. And that is all of my new 10 blushes. But now I gotta wake Katie up and continue getting ready. So let's just cut to the part where I'm at my blush part time. This is gonna be the Makeup Diaries times Blush Diaries entry, okay? And I'm going to test out these 10 blushes on 10 different days, and I'm gonna answer 10 juicy questions, or whatever Pinterest considers juicy. As my video diary, it is Saturday, July 12th, 11:52. I have like 8 minutes before I have to leave for work, so I have to go to work and I have to close. Katie is going to go see the new Superman movie with Pateres, and I am not going to be seeing it, obviously, because I have work, but I'm also in protest because we're watching currently Smallville. Shout out to this really fun beaded bracelet that Katie made, and she's selling on Etsy, link in the description. It's one of my favorites. It has a lot of give to it, and so it's not like kind of like tight around your wrist. Shout out to my eczema, y'all. I'm an eczema girly. I'm sitting out on this one out of protest because I like the Smallville Superman and Lex Luthor. No shade to Nicholas Hoult. Love Nicholas Hoult. I think he's one of the most beautiful men there are out ever. I remember in photojournalism I looked up his skincare because, like, have you seen that man's face? But anyways, not to ramble. First blush to use. I kind of want like this very nice kind of blush but also berry look, so the first one I am going to try is, oh yes, Torrid Affair. So to be very dramatic, I'm going to use the blush powder brush, and I'm going to place this on kind of a bit more traditionally like blush. Pigment is Pigmentine. I love NARS blush. I don't think you can go wrong with a NARS blush. They just know what they're doing when it comes to it. And our first juicy question is going to be, would you kiss someone on the first date? And if so, who? I think I've only been on one first date. Well, like, yeah, obviously you can only have one, like, it's like a first, but I mean, like, I've only been on one first date. But I only had one relationship, and that, like, literally crashed and burned. So, like, continuing. Would I kiss someone on the first date? Depends on, I guess, who it is, which makes who. I don't know. I feel like I want to, like, hold out to, like, kind of, like, cause suspense and stuff, and I don't want to rush it, but it depends how well the date went, if, like, the date was thoughtful, and if there was a connection. I know people could probably figure out who my secret celebrity crush is if they really wanted to, but I'm not going to say it, so the who part of that question is going to be all up to y'all. It is July 16th for this kind of, what do they call it? Time capsules. That's what I was trying to think of in the other videos. Today I will be trying the blush Thrill. Let me open it. There we go. I thought it would match kind of my Britney shirt. I'm not doing too much, you know. Don't have too many big plans today. Got a little dressy. I got these shorts, but they're like, I feel like they're really short. But anyway, I just have to keep pulling them down because they can be a little discomforting. My girlies will know. Top 5 cutest guys in class. What makes them cute? I feel like these maybe were supposed to be like for high school. Ooh, y'all, look at that. Once again, just saying, like, I barely had to tap the blush, and it's already, like, it hits your skin, and NARS goes, bam, bam, pigment. Top 5 cutest guys. Tom Welling, Smallville. Nathan Scott, One Tree Hill. Benny Weir, My Babysitter's a Vampire. Zac Efron / Troy Bolton, High School Musical 3. And why? Was there a why? Did I have to give reasoning? What makes him cute? Let's go. Benny Weir, like, he's just funny, he's there, he's not so serious, and, like, Evil Bunny. Can't not love Evil Bunny. Troy Bolton, he was just, like, the it boy of the 2000s. And, like, he can spin a basketball on his finger, I'm pretty sure, and that's pretty impressive. Also, just that treehouse scene. Can that entirely be the reason of why I think he's cute? Because that is. Oh, James Lafferty, One Tree Hill. Have you seen his art? He's literally, like, the OG hot simp, and I'll stand by it. Like, he's simpy. That's what makes him cute. Tom Welling in Smallville, because, like, no one can top Clark Kent than him. He's just charismatic. He's so genuine. Unfortunately, he's fictional. He's sweet. He wants to, like, be there for you. He respects you. He works on a farm. He wears a white shirt and blue jeans. His smile, his laugh, his eyes. I really love him, y'all. And watching Smallville constantly is not helping that. Because my friends say that if I was Guy, that would be who I am, and he's the closest that I can think of to getting to all of those, all the people I just listed in real life. Hey icons, now we're back to another part where I'm gonna try, I don't think I've tried Amour, or I don't know, like, Amour? A-M-O-U-R? Could just be armor, but, like, I feel like it's supposed to be like Amour, but I don't know. So today is the 29th of July, and oh my god, we're almost on to August. I like it. It's like kind of like a natural coral. Like, you can build it up. Again, not using a lot. Literally, like, this is going to take me forever to use at the rate that I'm going with. Oh, I'm supposed to ask a blush question. I almost forgot about that. I was like, that was quick. I printed them out this time. A lot of them don't apply. Like, have you ever flirted with your best friend's siblings? No. One of my best friend's siblings had a crush on me, and I was flattered, but, like, I didn't try flirting with them. I did, get them, okay, I didn't flirt with them. I got them a cupcake, because I brought cupcakes over for my friends, and I brought an extra one in case, he wanted one, but I wasn't trying to flirt with him that way. I was just trying to be nice, and, like, if anything, I was trying to, like, I'm evil. I'm evil. Let's just put it at that. I wasn't doing it to start anything. Like, I literally wasn't. If anything, I'm just an attention whore, and I just wanted to be like, here, I'm trying to be nice. Like, aw, little baby boy, I know you have a crush on me. Here's a cupcake. I'm evil. I'm so evil. I'm so sorry. Today is now August 6th, and I am literally about to have to go and start driving to work, but we're gonna try Behave. Like, literally, can I even? I was doing my mom's makeup this morning, and she let me know that, like, her blush, her NARS blush, is, like, at pan, like, she's hitting pan, and she's like, that's what it looks like when you actually use your blush. So, apparently I've been, like, not using my blush, so I'm gonna try and place on a lot of blush today. What is my juicy question? Okay, this one's really not one that's, like, ooh, super gossipy, but it's on my list. How do you deal with anxiety? This is great because I've actually had, like, mini panic attacks all week. How would I deal with it? Well, one, I should specify I am on medication. Not necessarily it's anxiety medication, but it's more for, like, I was prescribed for it for my neuroticism, like OCD anxiety. but it still helps when I feel anxious. I've always been an anxious person. I remember having a really bad panic attack in like Barnes & Noble cafe, and it was like the first time I had a panic attack and I didn't know what to do, and it was just awful. Like, would not recommend it at all. So if I feel like that anxiousness starting to like come back, I take a few deep breaths. I remind myself that the feeling will pass. Actually, in Austin Knight from Water Park's book, I try and read it every year, which reminds me I need to read it. It's a good book, but in it there's a page, and I always go back to it. It's his chapter on anxiety. He says, if I could go back and tell 13-year-old me anything, it'd be that this is temporary as fuck. So I always tell myself, like, this is gonna pass. It's gonna feel anxious in this moment. It's gonna pass. I have always been taught in therapy to distract myself, so like that could be I start to play with a Ruby, or I grab some of my stuffed animals and I hold them, or I listen to music, or I just change the subject and start talking to Katie. Maybe I go on Pinterest, you know. Instagram, I would say some social medias can be fine for distraction, but they can also, depending on what your feed is, promote anxiety. So Pinterest is pretty good at distracting myself because a lot of the times it's super random. So yeah, I would say that sort of stuff. Sometimes writing it down, when I have anxiety, like for like the future and stuff, I'll write down notes to myself. So I'm like, I know right now you are feeling, and I address my feelings, and then I say, but this is what's going to happen for you, things are about to change, and I list the things that I want to change, or that I want to happen. Again, this is more future specific, and then I say, like, this is how you're going to feel. I note the feeling that I'd rather be feeling than anxiety. I note like who I want to be around. I note how I want them to treat me, and kind of noting all those, like, the mini things that make a big difference, and then I sign it, like, so like, take a deep breath, or like, don't worry, it's gonna happen, and I sign it like from Annie in the future or something. So yeah, that's a good one. Now we are going to try Infatuated, and I'm listening to Seagirl's song After Hours. I was listening to their album, Midnight Butterflies, while I was doing my makeup. I love this album, y'all. This is my favorite song. It's so sad. That's why it's my favorite. So if you hear it faintly in the back, that's why. After work, oh, sorry, this is literally the next day, and I have work, but I don't have to close. I have like the mid shift, which I guess is a little bit better, but I don't have work tomorrow, so I'm so happy. So that means today I'm going to be on my best behavior at work. This is kind of moody, and I don't know. I know it's not fall technically, but like I'm kind of merging into my fall looks. So I kind of feel like I'm going to start with the pigment mainly in the center, and then I'm going to diffuse out. This is pretty. I'm just gonna say, I feel like this already is a must for a fall. If you are needing a blush for fall, go get Infatuated by NARS. It's so pretty. This entire video is gonna be me being like, the blushes are pretty. Oh, juicy question. Oh. Who do I wish I looked like? Is that a juicy question? It's on this page. I would say Britney Spears. She's so pretty, obviously. I mean, that's an obvious one. Bailey Madison, Minka Kelly, Leighton Meester, Hilary Duff, Addison Rae, oh, and Sophia Bush. So I guess like all of them. Somehow all of them. In aspects, all of them. It is now August 10th, and we are going to be trying Dominant. Ooh! Look how pretty this blush is. It is really pretty. I'm gonna go with this big brush. We're really gonna go big and bold with our,
That's a lot of blush.
No more extra blush, but oh my god. I literally have to go to work in like 2 minutes. Katie, ask me one of the juicy questions on here.
Celeb crush.
I can't answer that. Well, I can. I do have it. I'll bleep it out.
List the 5 most important things for a boy to have.
Respect. They have to have respect for, like, you, I think.
Me? Or you?
Well, both. They just have to have respect. Respect for me also is respect for you, in my opinion. I think they have to be devoted. Like, I don't want someone flaky. I'm trying to think. These might not be the most important things. I want them to be funny. I do think humor is a big aspect, and they have to have some humor because they've got to compensate for my dry sense of humor. That's 3. 4, they can't be afraid of my high standards. And if I had to sum up all those in one, they'd have to be but I'm gonna bleep the name out, of course. But for you, I will say that. They have to act like Tom Welling's Clark Kent. And look like Tom Welling's Clark Kent. And treat me like Zac Efron in High School Musical 3.
I think that's fair.
And then have the humor of Benny Weir and the simping of Nathan Scott. August 17th, now we are going to be trying Exhibit A, aka the red one. So I've kind of have this simple look going on. It is potentially my last day at my job at the Estee Lauder counter. But I'm really excited because I got a job working for the Charlotte Tilbury counter at Nordstrom. So, like, I'm excited. I don't obviously start, like, this week, but I'm really excited for that. Last time I wore this dress at work, I was told I needed a push-up bra. We've got our cheeks rosy. I'm always nervous. Red is kind of, this is, I guess, the most challenging blush to work with because it can either look very beautiful or very clown doll-like. In high school, I used to do circle blush, like just, and then someone said, I love your doll-like blush, and it was someone who I did not like, and I stopped it because I couldn't tell if she was being honest. Let's find my juicy question. What's one thing you think makes you pretty? Well, I like this question because I think this is one that, you know, you're kind of told, like, people ask you it, but there's also some stigma because it's like you can't think that you're pretty and be obvious about it because then you're being, like, too egotistical. But it's like there's nothing wrong with, like, loving yourself and being like, yeah, I'm pretty. For the longest time, I, like, did not. I, like, literally just hated myself, which is, like, sad to think about, but, like, I did, and I just, like, I didn't like how I looked, and I just was, like, literally so mean to myself every single day. And I do think this is society-based. If we are told that we have to hear, we can only be reassured how we look, how we present ourselves by other people, it gives a lot of people, like me, I will be the first to admit, I have validation issues. Like, I struggle with that a lot. And it's something that I like to at least promote on my channel that we should rework, because I think there will be a lot of great things that come out of it. And I would love to, you know, save someone from kind of the struggles I had to go through. I know maybe not everyone's going to see it like that, and that's fine. That said, to answer this question, no, I remember being asked this in therapy, like, well, what is something you like about yourself? And I literally could not think of anything besides, like, maybe my hair. I was like, I guess I have good hair, but, like, I like, literally could not think of anything else. And yes, there are times where I can still have, like, kind of that, like, mean girl in my brain. But if I was to answer this question, what is something that I think makes me pretty? I think my confidence has made me beyond pretty. I think my self-love has made me beyond pretty. And I know there are going to be people that think that's so, like, dicky. However, I truly do think it's true, because, like, I will see photos, like, when I'm younger, and it's like, oh, you're a cute kid, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yes, because, like, I literally didn't give a shit. Then, like, middle school, high school, I'm like, I don't like looking at those photos. I will, but, like, I just know I did not like who I was, and I think you can tell. But, like, now I look at photos, and I'm like, oh my god, she's so beautiful. And it's because I've stopped being, like, hateful towards myself. I just love hearing when people are like, oh, you have pretty eyes. And I'm like, thank you, I do. Because when I was going through probably the hardest, my hardest time, my eyes were so lifeless. Like, there was no life behind them. They were dull. They just, like, the energy and the passion it just was not there. I've become stronger, and I have started being kinder to myself. Like, obviously, like, I have life in my eyes again, and I absolutely love looking. Like, I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'll be like, oh my god, those are my eyes. Like, you can see them, you can, like, see the color. It's just, like, I know people say that, like, your eyes don't age, your eyes don't change, so, like, fall in love with someone with your eyes. So I'm glad to have my happy eyes back. So I would say that. Today is the 25th of August, and I will be trying Frat Boy. So I'm very excited because, like I said, sorry y'all, I have used this one before. It is, you can see I'm a little bit more done up. I've tried my very best to put on lashes, and I hate it. And honestly, I regret it, because, like, today's my first day, it's my first day for my Charlotte Tilbury job. And I'm like, oh, I really should have done something I was a little bit more comfortable with, but here we are. I am absolutely super excited for trying Frat Boy. Knowing that it's gonna be amazing because it stays on so long. And I do want to, like, not really have to worry about my makeup and touch-ups when I'm on my first day. I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of onboarding, but here we are. Absolutely love how cheeky, like, the packaging is. You know, we have, like, this very, like, kind of retro, kind of football player, I guess. But it says, so many men, so little time. Which, I mean, like, I guess is true. Kind of put in some blush up there to kind of, like, lift, but also just be, like, kind of a peekaboo. And you can see that this is kind of already different. It's soft, but it's not messing around. Who's the most annoying person that goes to your school? Well, I'm not in school. But anyways, we'll just, like, rework this question. What do I find annoying in a person? A lot of things. Not intentionally. I'm just very judgmental. I'm like, oopsie, but I am. I think I just, like, come from a very judgmental family. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone in my family's pretty ruthless when it comes to, like, snide comments and stuff. So I think I just, like, have grown up around judgment. When I was in film school, some of the most annoying people were a lot of the boys. I'm not gonna lie. But, like, surprise, surprise. And I think it's just, like, they have, like, this pompous, like, I don't know what it is, but, like, when, like, you know you've met an annoying boy when, like, they talk and it's just, like, arrogance and pompous voice, like, just exuding from them. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of things annoy me. If you decide to walk out of the house in khakis, that annoys me. Most of the time, if you're a man, that annoys me. If you want to say something bad about Britney Spears, that annoys me. If you talk to yourself when no one's around, that sometimes annoys me. If you're, like, super duper close best friends with someone and then you're like, oh, we're twins, that annoys me. but I'm a twin, so I have right for that to annoy me. I don't really feel like turning on the lights, so I apologize. The lighting's gonna be so sus. And it's gonna be so dressed. I'm editing the blush video, and I realized that my footage just cut because like this camera that I use loves to sometimes just go out on me. That is just the joy of filming on a kind of vintage camera. Apologies for that. I probably listed out a few other things that annoy me, and it's just probably not needed. We don't need to express all the reasons. Like, if you want to know what annoys me, just go watch my ick video. That gives you a good summary of that. Anyways, I wanted to make a proper outro for you. Just thank you so much for watching my content. I never really know what to do for these home videos. In all honesty, most of the time they're just like vlogs that I do because my twin Katie is off. Can I speak? I'm sorry. I have like 2 brain cells. I'm like currently trying to fall asleep mid-sentence. Katie's off at school right now, and this is like, it's like very unlike us to be so far apart and not spending every second of the day together. So most of the time I just film vlogs so that if she wants to know what like I'm up to, and I vlog like, oh, this is what you're missing, or like, this is what I'm doing, just to like keep her in the loop. That said, thank you so much. Like, you can literally see, like, what presentation is this? This is literally my bed. I just like rolled out of it to film this. Anyways, thank you so much. I will be more presentable next time, but you know what? I really like to show what this is life. I am human. I'm not going to apologize for it. Thank you so much for watching. If there's any like home video or any kind of idea or content that you want to see, please let me know. I'd love to make content that you love, so you can always request something as long as it's not too crazy. Other than that, stay tuned. There will be a Makeup Diaries episode out this Friday. I'm really excited for that. I'm gonna film that probably tomorrow morning. Oh my god, I'm so tired. But it doesn't matter because I love y'all, and I won't talk anymore because honestly, you probably just want the video to wrap up. But I do appreciate you for watching this. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. Apologies for my like weird kind of groggly voice. It's just my nighttime voice. I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching. I've been Annie, your icon, and I hope you enjoy all the blushes, and if you saw any you like, please go and buy it. And probably stay tuned because like tonight I did impulsively buy, NARS just released their holiday line, and so you know I had to get both of their palettes, which I probably shouldn't have, but I had to get both of them and another blush. I'm just trying to collect my way to get all of NARS blushes, and they said, Annie, I know what to do. Let's add like 10 more new blushes. So I'm really excited, so I might make a video about that, but we'll see. Yeah. Good night, y'all. Oh my god. Good night, y'all. Good night, y'all. I love you, icons. Bye-bye. Just be normal, Annie.